All right, what's going on, folks? I'm Terry and here, Passive Income Guru. Hope you guys are having a good evening tonight. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. 1 second, guys. All right, guys, what's going on? Hey, climb on in. Climb on in. Climb on in. Hey, we're going to talk about a few things tonight. As always, I'm going to try not to be as long-winded. I want to get straight to the point. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me turn this TV down. 1 second. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? Again, welcome to the video. Welcome to the video. I had to get on tonight and, you get that as a marketer, you just, there's not a special time or a specific time that we have written down to promote, right? Sometimes things come to us like right now, and you just got to talk about it, right? So I want to get straight into it, guys. As you can see, the title of this is Best Passive Income Investment Strategies. And we're going to talk about two, what I call the elephant in the room that is causing a cash flow epidemic, guys. Listen to me closely. I want to talk to you about a cash flow epidemic and two components that's causing those the cash flow epidemic. Now, when I say a cash flow epidemic, that is a problem. That means there's a shortage of cash flow, right? How do I know that? Very simple, ladies and gentlemen. The average household, I'm talking about husband and wife, right? The average household, ladies and gentlemen, is not bringing in enough income these days, right? If I were to, let's just go to Google. Let's see, okay? Let's just see. Let's just see. All right, let me share my screen here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. Share. Boom. All right. You guys should be able to see my screen there. So what I did, I put in a search for average household income for my state. I live in Oklahoma. And let's just see, right? So in Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen, now these incomes, these household incomes are based a lot on the cost of living, I know they take that in consideration. So let's look at the key figures right here. Median household income in Oklahoma from 2019 to 2023, 63,000 a year. Okay, $63,000 a year. The average mean household income, 87,325. Okay, that's in 2024, provided by income by zip code, right? So the average mean in 24. Okay. Now, if you don't know what the median is the middle value when incomes are listed from the lowest to the highest. That's what that is. Okay. So we're looking at 63,000, between 63,000 and 87,000. Now that's a combined total. We're talking about combined household, meaning a whole family, right? Now, you look at the cost of living, ladies and gentlemen. Cost of living in Oklahoma, which actually ain't bad, ladies and gentlemen, but it's going up every single year. Every single year. Okay. All right. So right here, a 2024 study found the average annual cost of living for a family in Oklahoma to be $62,898, which is 14.8% less than the national average of 72,000. Okay. So what I just read to you, ladies and gentlemen, just in Oklahoma, the median or the average income is between 63 to 87,000. Okay. All right. And then you kind of scroll down and get a little bit more detail right here. So it gives the AI overview to live comfortably in Oklahoma. And you can take this, you can type this in for your state. Okay, wherever you live at, you can do the same thing and kind of, and that'll give you an idea of wondering, or well, not wondering, but that'll give you an idea of if it really is a cash flow epidemic, or is there a shortage, and what is the culprit that's doing this, right? So right here, to live comfortably in Oklahoma, a single adult generally needs to earn around 80,000 to 84 annually, okay? While a family, check it out now we're getting a little deeper here. While a family of 4 requires over 6 figures. Now, you take this to a bigger city, East Coast, West Coast, you might as well double or triple these numbers, folks, to give you an idea. Okay? So, what are the culprits? What are the culprits that's causing these numbers? And I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, I'll say about 2-3 years ago, these numbers were lower. They keep rising every single year. Interesting. We have a problem. Okay, we have a problem. Let me go to my whiteboard. Let's erase this. Let's erase this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. Okay. So let me draw this out here real quick for you. So we have a cash flow epidemic. We have a cash flow epidemic. The two components that I believe, and I'm just going to name 2 of them for you. The two components that I believe has a high uh, reason, or a high what's my word? These two components are responsible, so to speak. And again, there's more components, but these two are heavily responsible for this cash flow epidemic, ladies and gentlemen. Something called inflation. There's something called inflation. And then there's something called AI, also known as artificial intelligence, also known as, ladies and gentlemen, real simple, robots. Highly intelligent machines. Highly intelligent machines. Okay. What's happening here, and I'm going to get to the point. Again, I don't want to be all night, which, what's happening is inflation is causing prices. Inflation is causing the prices of goods and services to go up consistently. That's number one. That's number one. Inflation is causing the price of goods and services to go up consistently. And then on the right side, you have AI. AI is just taken over by the day, ladies and gentlemen. We have robots. We have robots, ladies and gentlemen, shutting down businesses, taking over people's jobs. Machines. Think about it. I mean, who would ever thought that a system like this would ever be put in place, right? The combination of these two, ladies and gentlemen, is hurting right now as we speak in 2025, and it's only going to get worse. It's hurting people's pockets right now as we speak. I mean, you can go to the grocery store right now. You can prove me wrong. Go to the grocery store right now and see how much a few items are going to cost you as opposed to what it cost you maybe 2-3 years ago. And not only that, when you go to that store, maybe you're going to see some checkout, some self-checkout lines. Maybe you're going to see a couple of maybe not on a couple, but a few or more self-checkout lines that are powered by AI. Unbelievable. That's an epidemic, ladies and gentlemen. But that's the problem, right? That is a big problem. So what I like to do every time I do these type of videos is I love to go into the problem first, get you guys to thinking of where we stand, get you to understand that manual labor is decreasing, job security is decreasing, and AI is on the rise along with inflation. Okay. There's been over the years here recently several businesses that have went bankrupt, that have shut their doors. Even here where I live at, guys, we had a prominent mall here that shut down. That particular mall was open since I was a little kid, and 3-4 years ago shut down because of these components right here, folks. What would a person rather do? Would a person rather get in their car go and drive to the mall and shop, or for convenience, and to save some money because everything is going up. All they have to do is push a couple of buttons on their cell phone and save gas, and there's whatever they pay for on their phone through a couple of apps. You telling me it's going to show up at their doorstep without going anywhere? Ladies and gentlemen, when you add these two up right here, you know what you have? When you add these two up right here, there is something that people love, including myself. There is something that these companies around the world have spent billions and billions between these two. Ladies and gentlemen, one word. One word. I'm going to give it to you right now. It's called convenience. Let me see if I can spell here. Convenience. That's what it's called. When you have convenience, ladies and gentlemen, on any scale, there's going to be some losses in the business world. When you allow the end user to have conveniencies, there's going to be a loss on the back end, and that loss a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, is people losing their jobs, businesses shutting down. Of course, when that happens, people lose their jobs, CEOs stepping down, whatever, what have you, right? Whatever it is. So this is what's going on right now. Now let's talk about a solution. I want you guys to get this picture in your head, because this is real talk. This is nothing that I made up. This is real talk. This is going on right now in our world. And I say world because inflation is all over the world, guys. Okay, especially in the USA. Especially in the USA. Okay. So what should you do? Because both of these components right here, they're forcing people to do one or two or more things. They're forcing people to go back to school, try to get a higher education to make more money. Okay. Number two, they're forcing people to get a second or third job, right? They're forcing people to do uncomfortable things, right? Most people are already working tons of hours a week, right? Who wants to go and get a second, third job? That's just going to take more time away from not only yourself, but from your family. And then going back to school, who wants to do that? You know, there's more money. You got to dish out. Again, more time away from the family, more time away from yourself. And then there's no guarantees, okay, of you getting what you want in the end. You know, after all, if you decide to go back to school, which, not knocking it, ladies and gentlemen, there's fields out there that if you go to school for, those fields are probably more likely going to be there. I'll give you an example, like healthcare. Healthcare is going to be there. But are they trying to make AI for healthcare as well? I'm pretty sure there's AI for healthcare. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, they're trying to, here's the thing, and I'm going to get into the solution. They are trying to weed out the middleman on every single angle. I don't care what type of job you do. They're trying to weed out the middleman with AI. If they can still make a profit and have machines do the dirty work, they're gonna get rid of the manual labor. They're gonna get rid of the person that's really alive. Think about it. Okay, that's what it is. Now, there's many solutions, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to talk about the solution that I believe in, and hopefully you guys believe in the same. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. If you want to beat inflation, right? If you want to beat this cash flow epidemic, you are going to have to tap into investing. You're going to have to start investing. You're going to have to invest, ladies and gentlemen. There's no other way around it. You're going to have to find a way to make your money work for you, period. That's point blank. That's what you're going to have to do. All right. So with that said, what I encourage you to do, and what I'm going to present to you, you guys know I've been talking about it for quite some time, and I'm going to continue to hammer it home, right? What I would do, ladies and gentlemen, is tap into I have a software, by the way, you guys know that, that you can invest in that's going to help your income grow. It's going to help your money grow, right? It's going to compound it. It's going to do it for you. As a matter of fact, I'll just show you real quick. Go to the page here. Actually, no, I don't want to go there yet. Let's go here. Okay. So I have an expert advisor, which is also a AI. Okay. It's an AI system, which takes your money, and in the Forex market, it trades your money for you. Now, trading itself is a great skill set that definitely is great to learn. But what I'm finding a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, especially as the years go by, is people, because of inflation, because of AI, those two components are making people busier. Okay. It's speeding up a lot of things in people's lives. So people are busier, right? Think about it. AI is increasing, inflation increasing, is forcing people to what? Try to increase their cash flow in the home, meaning they have to find ways to make extra income. So they're busier. So my goal is to kind of ease, or so to speak, ease the pain over time. Okay? Keyword, over time. My software, ladies and gentlemen, very satisfied, very happy with what I have in my hands. This software has been in operation successfully since 2016. This is it's a Forex trading algorithm, hands-free software that will take your money and grow it hands-free, compound it hands-free. Okay. And it's going to do it very, very well. It's been doing it well for a long time now, and it's going to continue to do so. Now, real quick synopsis on the development of this software back almost 10 years ago. This software was developed by a Englishman, a master trader Englishman. This gentleman coded about 15 strategies into this software. Okay, 15 strategies, guys, that he coded into this software. After the coding of the software, after he's seen that it was done and and he liked it, and it was perfected to what he wanted. He put money, a lot of his own money into this bot, and he went from being a millionaire to being a billionaire. Okay, just a quick backstory of where this software came from and its development. Okay, lots of money was spent on this particular software, guys. 15 strategies. Each strategy costs a mere $75,000. Do the math. 75,000 times 15, ladies and gentlemen, that is over 1 million that was coded into this software. Okay. From there, what this gentleman did, I'm just kind of give you a background on how it made it to me. From there, this gentleman started to share it with many of his private, not private, but many of his friends and private investors. Okay. And from 2016 to now, 2016 to now, ladies and gentlemen, listen real closely. This right here. I'm going to talk about this and show you why this is so key. From 2016 until now, ladies and gentlemen, this was a private movement, meaning this was not anywhere online. Listen to me closely. This was not anywhere to be found online. I am the first forerunner to bring this online, to bring this system, this powerful system online. And I believe with a 1,000%, ladies and gentlemen, and I've had my hands, I've tested and had my hands on several bots in the past. They don't compare to what I have now. They don't compare. Okay. Many of the customers that I have coming on now, they actually see what I'm talking about because they have the bot and they are experiencing it as we speak. They are real. They're seeing the bot at work and they love it. Okay. The bot came online here recently. You know, I'm the forerunner, and take a guess on how many clients total worldwide, as far as China, ladies and gentlemen, are on this bot. Just take a guess. I'm going to give you the number right now, but just take a guess. Put it in your head. That's going to give you. This should give you goosebumps on what I'm going to show you here, because the potential of people to get a hold of this is massive and it's wide open. Okay, I'm going to give you the number now. I'm just going to draw it out here, and it's a little bit. It's 13,000. You thought I was going to put 130K, huh? A little over 13,000 investors, ladies and gentlemen, on this bot. That's it. That is it. 13,000. Okay. That should get you excited, because again, it's wide open. It's wide open. I'm going to show you a monetization strategy with this software. The name of the game, ladies and gentlemen, in the end, is to monetize. Monetization or monetize. What does that mean? Very simple. To put it in layman terms, monetization is when you're able to take, let's just say my bot, right? The passive income guru software. you're able to take something like this. Not only are you able to tap into the software itself and make passive income with it, compound your money, but you're also able to make money other ways with this opportunity. That's called monetizing. That's called monetization, where you're able to tap into an entity that can bring you income, but uh, uh, you're able to, what's my word? You're able to leverage that vehicle in several different ways. That's basically what monetization is. So let me give an example. We got less than 14,000 customers, clients around the world on this. That means there's millions of people that need this in their life. Okay. So basically, when you come in, when you get the bot, you're going to be an investor and you're going to be able to tap into the monthly dividend, right? So the bot, on average, and this is a conservative software, ladies and gentlemen. The average percentage per month on the bot is about 1 to 9% per month, and that's automatically compounded. It automatically compounds your money. Okay, that's the first way. That's number one. Okay, that's the first way you're earning. The second way you can earn, ladies and gentlemen, is by referrals. I got people doing this already, and they are loving it. Okay, when you refer someone to this system, I am going to pay you. Okay, I'm going to pay you depending on what we're, what the price of the bot is for that month or for that time. But I've already paid out anywhere from 1,000. Actually, that's the top I've paid out, 1,000. So I would say between 500 and 1,000 is what you will make every single time you bring someone to the table and you say, "Hey, Ontario, I got someone that's ready to join," and they join under you. Now, P.S. by the way, this is not MLM or any of that thing. You are actually referring someone and say, "Hey, I brought this person in. I told them about it, and you get compensated." There's no second tier, third tier, none of that going on. Just want to put that in the bud. We're not doing no MLM here. Okay, no, it's just a referral commission. Okay, so that's number one. That's your second way. And then you got a third way that's pretty unique. A lot of you guys probably don't know about if you haven't been in too deep with trading. Okay, the third way, you can barely see that. Let's get this. The third way is something called, and this could get real nice right here. Something called brokers commissions. Brokers commission. Did you know that there's brokers that will pay you for every single trade made in your lineage? Bet you guys didn't know that, huh? For those of you, you're not traders, or or you haven't tapped into, you haven't went that deep, so to speak. Okay, there are broker commissions. In other words, I have under one of my brokers, ladies and gentlemen, I have traders. And I have people with the bot under me, and I'm getting paid daily just from them trading underneath my lineage. just for signing up under me, I am getting paid. On top of the commissions for referrals, on top of the percentage I'm getting on my account. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 3 different ways. That's called monetizing, or I'll give you another word, maximizing your earning potential. Maximizing your earning potential. Monetization. I can't spell tonight. Potential. Okay. Powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Powerful. And that's what we're going, that's the power of what you have in your hands when you join with my bot. Now, more good news, more good news, more good news. If you've been watching me closely with this AI system, with my bot, with my software, you understand and know that I've been promoting that software, or this software, for 5,000, which is well worth it, okay? Well worth the price, for sure. And after thinking long and hard, I said, you know what? Oh, not only was it 5,000, but it was 5,000 paid only in BTC or Bitcoin, right? Only in BTC and Bitcoin. So what I decided to do, I said, you know what? I want everybody to experience this. Okay, remember the magic number, 13K. Around the world, there's plenty of money to be made, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of money to be made. Okay, and I encourage you to join my groups, join my Telegram, join my WhatsApp group. I always leave the links underneath my videos. If you have specific questions that you're unsure about, you can always book a time to speak with me personally. Okay. But this, I had like this for a long time. So I said, I need to make it more feasible. So here's what I did, folks. Here's what I did. Just recently, last week, I lowered the price to 4,000. Okay, so now the bot right now, ladies and gentlemen, is 4,000. All right. I eliminated. I still can take Bitcoin, but I wanted a way for people to come in simply. Okay. So now what I did is I'm offering people to come in. Of course, it's still 4K. You can pay with a card, right? You can do Zelle. You can do whatever is comfortable for you. Cash App, Wire. Okay. Now, not only that, okay. Check it out. Oh, Piers, by the way, make sure when you get to this page, read the descriptions, read the highlights of the bot, ladies and gentlemen, so you understand what you have in your hands. All right, what you got in your hands. I'm not going to read all that. I want you guys just read on your own, right? Not only that, folks, check it out. Remember I talked about the 70-30 split recently, right? How the 70-30 split, let me refresh because that should be 4K now. Let me refresh the screen here. Let's refresh. Okay, right here. Oh, I need to change it. It's okay. Should be 4,000 right here, all right? So basically, remember I talked about the 70-30 split, right? How this maintenance fee would kick in. This maintenance fee would kick in after your initial now 4K is recouped. Check it out. Check it out. This can actually go away. How? Check it out. Right here says this fee is waived if you sign up with one of our recommended brokers below and using our recommended links or our referral link. It has to be the referral link underneath this picture. And if you do that, ladies and gentlemen, the 70-30 monthly performance fee goes away. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Okay. Why do I waive it? Why do I waive it? Just like I just showed you, right? And you can too. I'll show you how. I get broker commissions. I get brokers commissions just from having trades being executed in my lineage. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Now, remember I told you I wanted to make it feasible for everybody. So right here, it's 4,000, right? We do have third-party processors like Afterpay and Klarna, okay, that you can try and go for, right? If you qualify for one of these, you're going to be able to join. You're going to be able to get started with us right away. Let me say it again. If you go through Afterpay or Klarna and they approve you of the whole 4K, we're going to get you started on this investment vehicle right away. Okay. Now, if we have to do a custom pay plan is different from this, because a custom is something that I set up manually for you. You tell me how many months that is feasible for you. Maybe 12 months, 8 months, 5 months, 24 months. That's the highest I can go. The highest I can go is 24 months. Okay. And then boom, we set it up. And then you start making your payments. Now, the only thing about the custom is, as opposed to this over here, is with the custom, you won't get the bot, or it won't start operating for you until the entire 4K is paid. Okay. That's just the rule on that. Okay, but that's going to get you in the door, working toward getting this thing in your hands. Okay. All right. So that is my time, guys. I like to, as you can probably tell, I'm very detailed. I like to get all the information out there in your hands so that you can understand what's at stake and what this can do for you, both long term and short term. Okay. This is not a get rich quick overnight, ladies and gentlemen. As I always say, slow and steady wins the race. And this thing is phenomenal. This thing is phenomenal. All right. You're going to be very happy with what we have here. So I believe wholeheartedly that this can solve and will solve that cash flow epidemic that I talked about earlier. When you tap in, okay, and get started, right? There's no, when I think about what else is out there, there's really not a lot that's out there legitimately that can do this for you. Okay, there's a lot of fly-by-night companies out there, A lot of fly-by-night so-called investments out there, guys. A lot of people, I'm hearing people losing thousands of dollars off of scams and just guys, you got to be careful out there. Look, I've been online for a long time. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. Trust and believe. Okay, trust. I've been there. I've got skin in the game. I've done it. Okay, I've done just about everything you can name, and I put my money up to test many. I'm talking about thousands upon thousands of dollars over the years to test and test and test to get to a point like this, to where we have something solid as a rock that's going to be here for a long time. It's going to help you and potentially retire if you want. Okay, depending upon you. Okay, so in the end, you got to want it. In the end, you got to want it, and that's that. As simple as that, guys. Right? If you want something bad enough, you'll do anything you can to get it. I learned that early on in life. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. If you guys got any questions, feel free to drop them here. If you don't, hey, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Again, I'm going to leave some information below my video as always, so that number one, that you guys can get into my groups. That way you can understand what we got here. You can ask questions, and I can get you well on your way. Okay. The other thing I like about my groups, you guys can invite other people that may be interested, and that can be potential income in your pocket. Again, we got people doing it every day, inviting others, and then I help you guys talk to them and answer their questions and get them going. Okay, very simple process. Very simple process. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, again, I'm Terry here, Passive Income Guru. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your week. And we will talk to you guys soon. Take care.